Alrighty, so we're here doing a replay analysis of the PA Irevall. Let me see what we've got here. So your Radiant Sight. You start with 6 tangos, 2 branches. I think you shouldn't be floating 100 gold. I think you should. I mean, ideally you buy 4 branches in my opinion, just because I think the branches are always the nicest options. There are a lot of stats, they extend your tangos a lot. But I don't think you should ever be floating 100 gold in a lane that you know, like Beastmaster, you know he's gonna contest you. You know that on PA you're always gonna be contested. So either buy 2 more branches or buy yourself, but do not float 100 gold like this. Like, I know maybe you want your Quelling Blade, but it's not worth having a QB if you're gonna like sacrifice all your you know, ability to stay in the lane. Like, you don't wanna do that. So yeah, you got bullied away from the rune. Not surprising. I mean, PA just isn't a strong hero early on. Can't really contest runes. Beastmaster Warlock, very strong lane, very annoying. Which is again why you just need all that regen and stats you can get. Like, you just can't afford to be doing this really.
Absolutely perfect.
So yeah, detect the runes is expected. You go to the side shop, wait for your QB, I assume. Yeah, so this is pretty standard, I guess, when you do that build, just wait for QB. How does the lane start? So we have Wave Smith here. Oh, what happened here, actually? Oh, so they let... Yeah, okay, so that was a free CS. So like, if you're gonna buy the QB or instantly like that, you need to make sure that you at least get that range creep. Like, it's so crucial. Like, you can just throw a dagger and hit it if you want to be like 100% sure, but like, there's no excuse for not getting that. And the moment this is happening, you should be pulling this, like, you should be aggroing him and pulling these creeps back into your range creep like instantly. Like, this is just, you're just running circles for no reason. So you pull 1 creep, but these 2 are just, you're not pulling aggro. This is, so you should be attacking that and just stacking it. Like, the moment it got to like that HP where you couldn't CS it, you could have just daggered it and attacked, and he couldn't have denied it. Now he denied it and you didn't get it. Like, that was just dagger attack, and you know, your range creep is already supposed to be dead. You're supposed to be able to deny it. So yeah, this is just, you need to be pulling creep aggro constantly. Like this, again, please pull it back. You need it on your, like, oh, please pull it. Yeah, no, you need to use creep aggro way more. You need to use your dagger like your full mana. You're sure they have sticks, but your full mana right now. You just use your first dagger, I believe. They're so crucial to use for last hitting here. You're not gonna play aggressive. You're not gonna kill anyone unless they really fuck up. So just use them for that, and you're letting really big wave build up as well for no reason. You should just be killing these off. Don't ever let big waves build up in lanes where they want to be aggressive against you, because it just gives them more windows to be aggressive. Because when you let a big creep wave build up and you don't kill it, then what happens is they will go on you, and the only option you have is running. Because if you try to trade back, you just have these, you know, like 7-8 creeps mauling you to death. So it's impossible to play, and it also just gives them such a big amount of shields to just dive your tower freely. So when you see an abnormal wave building up, like a bigger wave, you should always try to equalize it. Like, sure, it's pushing in your favor, but you do still need to equalize it. It's still very important that you don't let it get out of control. So get nice Malediction stun on this Warlock here, but again, it's just, you can't play aggressive, so you can't really get much done. Yeah, so could have probably, should probably buy the stick now. Just because, you know, they're using quite a lot of spells. He's constantly spamming the heal. He's, yeah, okay, so you buy it, nice. Could have daggered that creep, probably. You shouldn't bother with like daggering that Warlock. It's, you're limited on mana and HP. You should eat a tree. Not eating a tree for some reason when you're half HP. Please use a tank. Alright, nice. But yeah, don't bother. At this point, you do not want to bother like daggering the Warlock unless you're trying to kill him. but like the harass is not gonna cut it. You need to save all of your mana and HP for just farming, getting your first stat items. That's what's gonna make you strong. It's like the raid bands, the threats. So you get some nice CS here. You get the range creeps. It's good. It's the inner tower. I mean, it's pretty easy to get, but you know it's really hard to mess up CSing on the tower as PA because you have the dagger to like back you up if you need it. So this is good. You're getting some nice farm. So that's your first raid band up. Your witch doctor is in trouble. You could have probably done that a bit earlier, but it was fine, I guess. So you killed the hawk. Creeps meet again. So your range creep finally dies first for once. This is CS. Alright, that was probably for the best actually. Just didn't jump on it, so kind of taking a lot of damage here. What happened here? Let me just slow that down a bit. So you decide to so you don't go on him, that's probably the right call, but then what happens? Why do you take so much damage? Should you? Right, so you used your... No, you haven't used your dagger. You have no reason to be walking up there to that range creep and almost killing yourself. This is really bad, because you don't have the shrine yet for another minute, and you don't want to take the courier from your mid lane, where it currently is. So now you are in a situation where you are not really able to do much. You are very... like, you are in danger. Yeah, no, you had dagger there. You have like no reason to be actually walking up to the range creep like that. That was very dangerous. So the Beastmaster isn't exploiting this fact too much. Like he could be kind of fucking you up here, but he chooses not to for some reason. Like I don't know. It's kind of strange. Just Warlock just abandons him. So, you're a bit lucky in that regard, so you have some regen coming, that's good. You bought this full wand, I really like that. The stats are nice. You got a ray band, it's cool. It's good stuff. So you go for the face boots. You know, I'm more a fan of threats, but nothing wrong with face boots. It's pretty useful against Lycan, being able to face through his army. Right, you're fine here. So that's 3 heroes in your lane. Not particularly strong, so you're fine. They just go support, it's not so bad. I think you should buy a second raid band if you're not going threats, at least, to help with farming. I think with one raid band and with face you don't have that much attack speed, so I think if you want to be able to actually farm you need 2 raid bands with face boots, personally. But I think 1 raid band when you go threats is fine. Right. Yeah, so you just tried to buy the plates of attack from the side shop, or... Oh, well, doesn't matter. Yeah, so they pulled your farming it, you could just be farm... Yeah, okay, you blow to farm, good. So that's what you want to be doing. I don't know, your witch doctor is kind of running circles, he's panicking or something. You should be telling your witch doctor to just be pulling here. Like, I don't know what he just ran circles here like he's panicking, he doesn't know what the fuck's going on. Yeah, you should be... Sure, as a boss 1 player, especially in RD2L, it's kind of like your duty to control this player, so that's why I'm also including what he's doing wrong, right? So, you should have been telling him, like, go pull the creeps while I farm this, there's no reason for you to stand there. You know, this is important for you as well. So they go on the witch doctor. They are now going to dive you. You're hopefully screaming for TPs. You're fine. So you're kind of lucky that this Beastmaster is like not playing that good. Right, so you do get dive now. Yeah, you dive. Okay. Like, yeah, it's not like he's bad or anything, but he could be punishing you a lot harder. You know, obviously bad, but he got level 6. He's an aggressive gamer. So I think going face boots is a mistake here, honestly. Now that I think about it, like, sure, it's kind of nice against Lycan for a few reasons, but I think this game you're not gonna, like, I feel like I go face boots only when I have a nice lane and when I feel like confident I play aggressive, but I think this game you needed the threats so you can farm up a bit, save a bit. trouble. Got a nice skull on destruction, so it's good. You need these small kills and PA if you can. Get reward again. Team saves you luckily. You might even get a return kill, that would be really cool. Yeah, nice. So that's sick. Go back to the lane, you farm. So at this point, you have like 4 points in dagger, so I think you should just be pushing the lane and then jungling. So I kinda hope you do that. Are you fine? Yeah, so there's 3 heroes in your lane, and now the moment this happens, I would just, yeah, hit the jump. It's a bit dangerous because you don't know where there's a hawk, but I'm just gonna put on hero chase real quick because that's a bit easier. Just shows me what's happening. So yeah, you keep farming jungle or what? You go back into the lane. It's a bit risky with the beast master. Yeah, I think at this point, I guess you're blur here, blur. Yeah, I think at this point you shouldn't really be engaging in these like skirmishes. You should kind of farm and relax. I don't know what you're buying here, if you're going to be Fury or Deso, but you should be. Either way, you should just be chilling and farming a bit. So you TP to top. I don't know about that. I guess you could joke, he's diving, but now you're kind of in an awkward position where you're in the same lane as your centaur for no reason, and it's just, you know, you don't really have anything to offer. Like, this is not like you're coming into his lane with drums or something. You're not. It's just a 3v3 here now. So I don't know what the fuck's happening in this game. Like, you guys are just pooping up. Jock dies for some ungodly reason, but this is not really. I mean, it worked out, I guess. But I wouldn't call this good either necessarily. I think this would have happened with or without you. So I think you could have had the gold from the tower and been farming like bottom or mid wave at the same time. So right now you should just TP out from this. There's no stuns left. You run away for some reason. Oh, you're fine because of the centaur stampede. You've also been fine if you stick it out. It's a surefire way. But maybe you realized, you know, I have centaur ult coming soon, I don't need to. I don't know what's going through your mind. Maybe you were actively thinking about it. So you go back to farming. You know, once you have blur, you can farm those ancients. You stack the ancients. You did nothing. Like, you had. This is something you need to be paying attention to as a carry player. Like, it's not just supports it's like you could have stacked this camp here, like the one where my cursor's at now, or you could have stacked the ancients. And stacking ancients on PA is pretty big when you can use blur to farm ancients without getting attacked, right? So you're going for the Deso, if you want Mitchell Hammer. Pretty decent timing, I think. It's not bad. I think I would have gone better Fury this game, personally speaking. Just because of the Lycan, and you know, I think otherwise you might clear wave clear. You might let wave clear against Lycan. To which you might say, well, you know, I have Rubik SF, but a good Lycan player can and will get a pipe against this team, you know, to keep his creeps alive, and then, you know, suddenly those races and shit don't really matter anymore. So, and I think it's fine to play this game slowly, like you guys, you know, you're not on a timer, they are. You're gonna win this game regardless, so I don't see why you would really go for the Deso, personally. I think you wanna play this slow. I think you could have gone be Fury and, you know, played this game out slowly, quote unquote normally. Like, it's just, there's no reason to try to match their pace. You just need to stay in the game. You just need to, like your 4 heroes are fine by themselves at staying in the game and defending towers. You should just, you know, you're not really gonna help with your Deso. So yeah. So I mean, I don't normally buy B Fury anymore on PA, but this game, I don't know why you're trying to freeze the lane. Yeah, just go, just W the catapult and stuff. Don't hesitate, just push out the lanes, go jungle, go. Yeah, so this is good, you go jungle, you go farm the waves, just what you want. Hopefully you stack the ancients this time, come on, do it. Ah, you don't, that's sad, you don't even farm them. You should at least be farming the ancients, they give so much XP. See if, oh, that's relaxing. So first of all, why is it not, the fuck? Oh, what? I don't know why it's being so weird. Okay, so first of all, ancients, very important. Yeah, ancients are like, you know, they give so much XP and gold. I guess you wanted to defend this shrine, I realized that now, I didn't see that earlier. But I feel like you have been ignoring the ancient items. I don't think you've killed a single ancient camp. So, you actually want to farm if you realize, you know, fight something. Am I insane or is the time scale super fucked up? This is not 1 times, but whatever. So, yeah, you should kind of just suicide in here. I don't know if you want to like make the team feel good, but that was absolutely not worth it. Ultra kill for Lycan, yikes. Lycan for just going straight death, so it's gonna fuck you up. Yeah, no, this is definitely not your place to be fighting. You need to be. Imagine if you were pushing top there, that would have been so good, but instead you just died with your team and yeah, you just lose the racks, because that's the fragility of playing against Lycan. You lose it all in one go, you know, you lose one fight and everything you've ever loved and cared about is dead, gone. So that sucks, but you know, it's Lycan, he can throw. You know, 1 rack's down isn't the end of the world, but you are now in a situation where you're trying to finish a shitty ass, half-ass Deso at minute 18. You don't really have any prospects for the future, like even so you finish the Deso now, but you know, you can't fight them without BKB really. You also want a Lincolns, you want like SNY, you want all these big items that you cannot possibly afford without the B Fury farming something, you know. So Lycan feeds, thank god. You know, that's the classic Lycan factor that we can't ignore, you know, people just feeding on him. But you are, so this is where you should Roche, like instantly. You're going for creeps instead. Please just smoke and Roche. I either kill everyone or, oh no. Yeah, this was like your opportunity to get back into the game. You just kind of ruined it. You should have either told your team to just quickly go Roche, or they should have backed you up there and gotten the free kills, but instead what happened is you were for some reason completely alone. Which is like the worst scenario, because you didn't kill anyone when you could have killed them, and you didn't get Roche. And I'm guessing that they're gonna get Roche now with Lycan. And yes, that is what they're gonna do, which really sucks for you, because you're already having a hard enough time killing them once. So you go top, you farm the wave. You're kind of contested by your Rubik and SF, unfortunately. So yeah, you and SF kind of want to farm the same parts of the map, which kind of sucks. So you run here, you're fine. Yeah, alright. So you kind of made, yeah, blurring is a bit annoying because, you know, it does hide you, but it also makes them run away from you. So you got a creep wave, that's good. But meanwhile, you're just getting fucked here, and I think this is how the game ends for you. I don't see a way out of this. Yeah, this is GG. I assume you call GG somewhere around here. So yeah, no reason to really go face boots. This game was all about farming. You shouldn't have tried to match the pace of a Lycan Warlock Juggernaut lineup like Beastma. You can't match that pace, it's impossible. You shouldn't be trying to match that pace at all. You should have just gone threats, you should have gone for the B-Fury. Sure, it's scary getting those items when you're against the Lycan and being pressured, but it's the only way you can possibly ever hold them, and it's not like the Destro did anything for you. You know, you would have. It's plus 50. Sure, you get the armor corruption, but you could have just, you know, you get like plus 45 damage from a Battle Fury, right? Plus 45 from B Fury. You get a Blightstone for like -2 armor reduction. It's, you know, it's not a Destro, but it's pretty similar, and you're gonna just farm so fast. Like you could have had a B Fury and like an item, and you just didn't play safe at all. You tried to match the pace of a super fast-paced lineup, and you didn't even play safe. Like you just did all these risky plays and positioning like a, I don't know. You just were a bit too confident. You should have definitely played this game slower. There's no reason to try to play that fast. You should have just gone B Fury. You should have taken your time. There was no rush for you guys. Like you guys were gonna be strong regardless. Like this is a really good PA game. Like really good. Like this is a dream PA game. Other than the laning stage, you just had to get through. Which you did. Like you got through the laning stage just fine. This Beastmaster could have pressured you so much harder. You had enough gold, you were doing fine, but unfortunately, you know, the build, the positioning just didn't quite work out. Yeah, I think that's all I have to say about this game. Bye.